Antioxidants are compounds that are capable of donating hydrogen radicals for pairing with other free radicals to prevent propagation reaction in the oxidation process. There are two different types of antioxidants available, the natural antioxidants and the synthetic antioxidants. Ascorbic acid and the tocopherols are examples of natural antioxidants, whereas BHA, BHT, and TBHQ are examples of synthetic antioxidants. Despite natural antioxidants are higher in cost, it's commonly used in the meat industry over the synthetic antioxidants. This is because natural antioxidants has a higher consumer acceptance and is safe to be used, whereas synthetic antioxidants may cause adverse health effects in humans due to its carcinogenity and toxicity.
Here I will explain some natural antioxidants. The first one is the ascorbic acid, or we can call it as vitamin C. Ascorbic acid is a chelating agent. This will bind to the metal ion, and this also the scavenger-free radical and act as a reducing agent. At high level, ascorbic acid will inhibit the oxidation, but at low level, ascorbic acid will catalyze the oxidation and WOF development. Sodium ascorbate and sodium erythrobate are effective in maintaining the red color and maintain myoglobin in the reduced state in cooked ground beef patties than ascorbic acid and ascorbylpamidics. The source of ascorbic acids are in orange, berries, tomato, and green vegetables. And the next natural antioxidant is tocopherol, vitamin E. Tocopherol is a fat-soluble carotenoid. These are located in the cell membrane in proximate to phospholipids, where it can prevent the development of free radicals. And in beef fat, at the maximum concentration, alpha tocopherol was equal to BHT. And gamma tocopherol was more antioxidative than alpha tocopherol. And also the delta tocopherol is applied to ground beef using a polar carrier such that it would be incorporated into the phospholipid fraction. It reduces the TBARS development after cooking and during storage. Tocopherol alone can be added at the level of 0.03% of the fat in red meat. And the source of the tocopherol is in the sunflower, palm oil, olive oil, soybean, and others.
Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera. My name is Nurul Fatini binti Abdul Razak and we are from group 4. Me and my partner choose question number 2, which is finding sources of high fiber ingredients. So we actually have sort of some questions, which is what is dietary fiber? Why is dietary fiber important in our diet? And the last one is where can we find high dietary fiber in foods? So the first one is what is dietary fiber? I will explain it. Dietary fiber is a part of cellular wall of these foods, and it may reduce the risk of obesity, heart disease, and diabetes. Along with the fiber and adequate fluid intakes, fiber also responsible for quickly moving foods through digestive tract, and it helps function optimally. Fiber also works by drawing fluids from our body to add bulk to our stool. And then when increasing dietary fiber in our diet, it's essential for us to start slowly and gradually. And the recommended daily fiber for women is 25 grams per day, while men is 35 to 40 grams per day.
Now I will present about the type of fiber, dietary fiber. There's two types of dietary fiber, the insoluble fiber and the soluble fiber. I will explain about differences between the insoluble fiber and the soluble fiber. The first one is the insoluble fiber doesn't dissolve in water, whereas the soluble fiber does dissolve in water. And the second one is insoluble fiber doesn't ferment with bacteria in the colon, whereas the soluble fiber does ferment in the stomach, which can lead to bloating and produce gas. And the third one, the function of the insoluble fiber is provide both in intestine, balance the pH level, promote regular bowel movement, prevent constipation, prevent diverticulosis and hemorrhoid, and the last one is swapping out carcinogen and toxin. Whereas the function of the soluble fiber is prolong stomach emptying to allow better absorption of nutrition in the intestine. And besides that, it also lower cholesterol and regulate blood sugar level and prevent diabetes. The component of the insoluble fiber including cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin, whereas the component in the soluble fiber including pectin, gums, and mucilage. The example for the insoluble fiber is nuts, seeds, potatoes, fruit with skin, and green vegetable. And the example for the soluble fiber is beans, legumes, oats, barley, berries, and some other vegetables. Now I proceed to why is dietary fiber important in our diet. There's 5 factors. The first one is dietary fiber can maintain our digestive health and prevent heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and maintain our weight loss.
Okay, now I would like to explain about where can we find high dietary fiber in foods. There are 4 categories of foods, which are fruits, vegetables, nuts or grains or seeds, and beans and legumes. Okay, for example of ingredients or foods in fruits is avocados, berries such as raspberries and blackberries, and the third one is coconuts. Okay, for categories vegetables, for example, peas and Brussels sprouts, and for beans and legumes, the example are black beans and chickpeas. For nuts, grains, and seeds, the examples are nuts such as almond and walnut, and second one is chia seeds. Okay.
Assalamualaikum and hello to everyone. I choose question 3 and I would like to present about 500 gram minced beef. How do you store it? Temperature you use? How do you choose the temperature? And how you avoid spoilage during the storage? Firstly is you can use cooling. Cooling is to be cool and you use 5 degree as quickly as possible. And this should complete within 4 hours unless you use the 2-stage cooling method. The first stage is 21 degrees Celsius within 2 hours, and the second stage is 5 Celsius below within an additional 4 hours for a total cooling time of 6. Second, you can use freezing. Freezing is safely reach temperature of -4 to 12 Celsius, -12 Celsius. Besides the effect of lower temperature, on reaction rate, freezing make water less available for bacterial growth. And third, you can use packaging before you storage the beef. First is vacuum packaging. Vacuum packaging it reduces atmospheric oxygen, limited the growth of aerobic bacteria and fungi, and preventing the evaporation of volatile components. It is also commonly used to store dry food over a long period of time. Second, you can use packaging a package with flow pack wrapper HFFS in modified atmosphere and AFP. And third, you can use traditional packaging is wrap the beef in aluminum foil, freezer paper, or heavy duty plastic wrap. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nur Shazwani bin Ishaq with metric number E16 2017. Today I will explain about examples of botanical plant which contain high antioxidant. As we know, most antioxidant which mostly comes from herbs and spices. So here are two most highly contain of antioxidant, which is sunflower seed and turmeric. Alright, for the next, and how do we get the source of antioxidant, which is the method how do we get the extraction. At first, the extraction of sample will be undergoes a down point, and a second step will be the sample may be needed to be freeze drying or air drying first. And then the third step will be grinding, milling, and homogenization, and will be carried out on the sample. The fourth one will be purification and fractionation will be undergoes to extract the pure antioxidant content from sample. Thank you.
Okay, for which type of antioxidant is suitable to impregnate to the product? For our research is that liquid form of antioxidant is suitable to impregnate into the product, because we found that for the liquid form antioxidant, it got two properties. One is the lipid soluble antioxidant and one is the water soluble antioxidant. For two of the properties, for the lipid soluble antioxidant, it is play a vital role to protect the cell membrane, because it also can prevent oxidation. So for the water soluble antioxidant, it can get at everywhere of cells, so it can trap the free radical in everywhere of cells, so it also can prevent the oxidation. So for the next is that which parameter is involved to the antioxidant. For our finding answer is temperature, light intensity, and type of cooking method. For the temperature is because antioxidant also is a chemical substance, so it has the melting point of the chemical substance. So when the high temperature and over the optimum temperature, it will cause the denature of antioxidant. So for the light intensity, because the photooxidation will be occur in the food, so when the photooxidation occur, it will be produce more free radical. So when the free radical is increased, so it will affect the level of antioxidant and the effective of antioxidant. So for the third is the type of cooking method, it because a different way of cooking will cause the level and effective of the antioxidant. For example, so when we frying or boiling or also the pressure cooking, it will decrease the effective of antioxidant, because it's very high heat and will cause the destruction of the antioxidant. So if we're using a microwave or gliding, so to treat the food, so it can maintain a high level antioxidant. This is all from my answer. Thank you.
Nur Izzati binti Abdullah, and my partner is Nur Amira binti Darus. We will proudly present the fifth question, which is explain briefly how do you get the optimal parameters, less carbon emission, and less energy usage throughout the R&D process. Firstly, optimal parameters. To perform the sensitivity of the analysis of optimal design that allow parameter to be estimated without bias and with minimum variance. Controllable parameter may be parameter that can be adjustable, like the cooking time and temperature. Processing parameter that involve are cooking time, temperature, and light intensity. The most effective means is to restrict light and control the temperature. Second, less carbon emission. The use of new energy efficient technologies to reduce the emission. How to reduce the carbon dioxide emission with the carbon dioxide utilization. It is anticipated that larger volume of carbon dioxide will be available as fossil fuel-based power plant and other carbon dioxide emitters are equipped with the carbon dioxide emission control technology to comply the regulatory requirement. Less energy usage. Energy conservation is one of the key factors determining profitability and success of any unit operation. It is often called as energy conservation. That's all. For more info, you can visit the website we provided here. That's all.
Okay, now we turn to question 6. Determine the yield percentage of powdered extract containing essential phytochemicals collected from the spray drying collector chamber using this following information. Okay. The basic formula for yield percentage is the actual yield divided by theoretical yield times 100%. From the information given, we already have volume before spray drying, so we convert it into weight before spray drying. So we get 65 grams. The information mentioned that the exhausted water vapor is 30 grams, so we minus 65 with 30 grams, so we get 35 grams theoretically. And the information that the mass of milk powder is 30 grams, so that's the actual yield. So we put into the formula, we get 85.71% yield.